Menu narration set to 100. Subtitle scales the volume of the menu narration.
One going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Kind of more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And it's going to be 1st down Falcons.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the market, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They give it to him again. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Big hitter on 1st down. 32 yards. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Atlanta. Xavier Worthy from 32 yards. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. No issues, Brock, as he knocks this one through. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Cowboys nothing.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. We'll cobble together a yard there. Willie Cooker with the tackle.
The tackle made by
Offense to the line fast.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Throwing on
36-yard
second.
line.
Rogers. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
Darian Porter.
That
on
is a
the coverage.
DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target. And
What's down, bro? I got him in that gadget. Nah, I got 15. I got 15 Raiders. Then I used one of them. I used one of them 32 team cams on him to get him +1 speed. Yeah, ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
through that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Rogers. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down.
Malik Hooker.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field.
Jake Bailey.
And I
in
imagine they were
formation.
hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And this one touchdown inside the 30.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Milton to throw. This is a heater going deep. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. Defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You
Yeah.
got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. It's a foot race. 30 into the red zone. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown.
The ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Cowboys nothing.
the Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Dump off to his fullback. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down back at the 32.
Second down, it's Rodgers. Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It's a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rodgers set to pass. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. And that means it's 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. He's able to hit Ridley, complete. And that's definitely going to do it. It's a 19-yard response facing that 4th down. That keeps this drive going. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Working quickly here.
The 40-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Catch made over the middle. He's hauled down after just a couple of yards, but enough. Importantly enough, they get that 1st down. We are absolutely sprinting through this game, already through 1 quarter. Rodgers, 1st and 10. Now 4-6 passing on what has been a very busy drive for him. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Rodgers now on 2nd down. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they take him down right along the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Rodgers not a fan of that call. He's switching it up. They'll run Pacheco. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Here's Rodgers. He's going to take this to the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Isaiah Pacheco on the 12th play of that series. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
Lining up for the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. Cuts the lead to 7.
14. Cowboys 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. From the gun, Love gets it. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here's Milton. And he put everything he's got behind it. And this one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. Oh, almost a one-play drive. Denver couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on second down now. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And that makes it second and long. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second down, Milton. The throw left side finds Sadiq. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Working quickly here.
And it's third down.
They'll throw, third and long. Escapes the pocket. Now a deep shot back towards the middle of the field. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Rodgers will look to throw. He beams one deep right side. That one connects. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up first and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Pacheco can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Couldn't beat him again. He tried. He wanted that second touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line. Keep an eye on that.
He gets it again. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
Gain of 1 yard on the play.
Now Rodgers on third and goal. And the defender comes away with it. Jeremy Chin has got it. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Push for the end zone. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown.
Falcons.
I don't know about you, Brock, but I can almost feel them going through the
Say
five
what?
stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Taking a shot deep here. That's cut at the 25. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Rodgers to throw. 2nd down. Buys time. Rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's brought down at the end of a nearly 30-yard gain. And that's going to get Dallas the 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Changing up the call.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's brought down at the 31.
Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 2. Brings
All
up
right, they're
2nd
shuffling
and
things
8.
around a bit. Rodgers to throw. Caught by his fullback behind the line. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Going with an alternate play here. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Ain't going to read at the line.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard
Working
line.
inside the red zone. And that's incomplete, only because of the hit applied, though. A good defensive play to bring up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's a big time.
Offense to the line fast.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. That's a
Offense
gain
going
of
audible
7.
this time.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, Rodgers. Rolling left, buying some time. Kept the play alive, and he finds a hole. Touchdown, Cowboys. Xavier Worthy scoring there to end an 8-play drive. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
The score.
This one is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Achane. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
And they just get the play off. Into the hands of Worthy over the middle. And as they bring him down, a lot of yards, nicely done, but still short of the markers. And it is 4th down. So we're through 3 here. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And this is going to be 1st down all the way inside the 40. What a play call that was on 4.
36 yards.
So the call to go for it rewarded beyond measure with one of the plays of our game, Brock. And I think they're as surprised as everybody with how well that one went.
Yeah, offensively, they love it. Defensively, you just want to crawl in a hole and just get away. Number one, you don't want to give up a conversion, and then a big play to boot. That's some tough defense.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. Continuing to dig. He's inside the 25. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Working quickly here.
By Harold Landry.
Rodgers not a fan of that call. He's switching it up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Rodgers off the play action. This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down.
Sometimes I scratch my head with 4th down decisions. Not here. This is 4-down territory for them, regardless of how much time left or where they're at on the field. You're down 2 scores. They've got to find 2 more possessions in this drive. It's got to end in points. It's got to end in a hurry.
And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. They've got first down here from the 36. Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Back-to-back carries here. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
He's hauled down just beyond the line, but that's all they needed. Just a single yard for that first down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
Again, here's Love. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker, that is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. First down run, netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all the...
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And off we go from Denver. Return starts at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. There he goes. Right sideline. And he has it down inside the red zone before going out. Wow, a little inside the 20.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to... Turners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Love. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 17-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
Third and long for him here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a fourth down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Now Milton to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10 from the 32. Throwing right away, Milroe. Setting up the screen. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. A couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8.
At the 35-yard line.
Milroe communicating a change. Hand off to Love, running left. Thought there'd be more room up the middle, but there wasn't. It closed quickly. He stopped after a 3-yard gain. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air, Milroe. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down short, and that should force a Broncos punt on 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And they cannot be happy to have spent all 3 of theirs in this opening quarter. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. On 4th down, here's Milroe. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. And that has them the first. They get 6 on 4th down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First and 10 from the 43. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. Changing up the call. Love from the pistol. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Working on 2nd down. Milroe. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Love trying the right side. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
It's a gain of 20.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment.
31-yard line.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. There's a dive up the middle. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, why do I think right now, as fullback hits to the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins? Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
There's a give right side to Love. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Denver. Jeremiah Love scoring there on the 10th play of that drive.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Broncos 7, Raiders nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, Milton. He's going for it again. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off, so the incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. 2nd down, Milton. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards, and it is 1st down, Las Vegas.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Throwing now, Milton. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Milton now. Has a man on target to Thornton. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. And that is good for a Raiders first down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Milton. And the Rush is going to win this rep. They get to him. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Second down.
Milton. And that one is incomplete. And the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Milton back to throw. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down. Pushing in here to try to at least get into field goal range, Brock, but no yardage there, and they lost some valuable time on that play, too.
One of the keys here as well is, are those receivers going to try to run it back and go again, or do you find a substitute off that sidelines? Because I don't think they're done taking their shots downfield.
And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Milroe now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And give him a couple yards on this first down completion, Brock, as he steps out after that. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Going with an alternate play here. Straight ahead this time with Love. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
You know that was exactly what the defense talked about on the sidelines, getting ready for that drive. Let's send a message from the jump, and let's hit them hard.
Run play. Here's Love. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. And got the first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in an RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Now they send their back in motion right. Now it's Milroe. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, Franklin. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Last catch actually lost 2, so now it's 3rd and 12 here. From the gun, here's a give to Love. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Trying for it with Milroe. Ridley nicks the grab downfield. And they make the tackle at the 38. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They've got a man in motion. Now a design run. Here's Milroe. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Love now up the middle. And he'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Milroe now to throw. And he gets it to Rice. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Broncos. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Milroe looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. It's some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on 1st.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Making a read at the line. This is Love. And 2nd down only works after a yard. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
And 2.
Offense going audible this time. Here's a handoff headed left. It's Love. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, start with 1st and goal. Setting him on the dive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Love gets it. And that's just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they bump their lead up to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Now Milton to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And now they face 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Uchenna Nwosu. And that's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. This to the right side, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They run straight ahead with Judkins. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Chicago.
1st down, Chicago.
Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO.
And so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third and short yardage. Here's Williams. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Out of the pistol, a run with Judkins. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Malik Hooker there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
This is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. On the ground, Judkins. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter, as they will see what they can do with this 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Flush to his right. This one intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Forced out wide. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Milton. He's going to take a shot downfield. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it.
I'm not motioning on flipping of the play.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. 13 yards.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. This pass deflected and caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle goes Judkins here. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone. 1st time today.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll let this one go deep. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. Open man, the tight end, Kenyon City. They're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
On the ground, the former Golden Domer, Jeremiah Love. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Getting out of the gun is Milton. That is taken in left side by Thornton. He's taken down just shy of midfield. On a couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Williams. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. On first and 10, it's Williams. Forced out wide. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground, and here's Love. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Once again, it's Love. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Milton. He's got his tight end. That's Sadiq. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll go again with Love. And he's into the end zone. Jeremiah Love. Touchdown, Atlanta. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Malik Hooks. Now, from the home of the Raiders, since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. With Greg Olsen, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple of offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
On 1st and 10, here's O'Connell. Forced to his right. Now he'll run it. And he'll wind up getting halfway there. Not bad. First down gain of 5 on the scramble.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On play action, O'Connell. Rushed to his left. He'll try to run for it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. I do believe he's going to get it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Moving outside the pocket. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. A big-time play for Vegas. 32 yards. From the gun, it's O'Connell. On the run to the right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal. the middle, it's Love. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
Tackle made by Harold Landry. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
They'll go. O'Connell. Now he'll work his way out right. Oh, the ball's out. And the Raiders have come up with it. And he is out of bounds, but his guys are going to take over possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To the air, it's Milton. He'll look deep for Pittman. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Milton. He's going to try it here again. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Edmonds.
Milton's pass. Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
In motion comes Pittman. O'Connell to throw on 1st down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's O'Connell. Moving to his right. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Now O'Connell. He'll look deep for Pittman. That's caught. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's O'Connell. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. O'Connell to throw. That is caught, and he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now.
That is brought in the end zone. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Polk to kick this one away. On the return is Achane. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
On first down, here's Milton. Again, working deep downfield. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First down, Raiders.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. From the gun, here's Milton. In trouble, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Looking out of the gun is Milton. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. O'Connell going to throw on 1st and 10. Out to his right. He'll let this go deep. That is